I'm Josh, welcome to a new video, and today I'll be sharing with you my thoughts on the new Harry Styles album, Harry's House, an album I was really looking forward to, cause I've liked pretty much everything he's done in his solo career, both his debut and Fine Line are albums I love. They have had a notable influence in me and the music I make. I really like what he does and the way he does it, so I was definitely hoping for a new release, and here we have it, and I think it's about time to share my thoughts on it, so let's go track by track. First one, Music for a Sushi Restaurant. I've liked this song more and more with every listen, and right now it's one of my favorite ones on the album. Really like the intro and the bass in the verses, and the horns in the let's say choruses are really cool. They have a lot of joy. Not super fan of the vocals, but I definitely enjoy this song a lot. Second one, Late Night Talking. And okay, I like it, but I think I like it more when I'm not paying attention to it. Especially the verses, which I don't find that interesting if I'm actually focusing on them. The chorus is very nice though, really catchy. And the next one is Grape Juice, and there's something that annoys me about this song, and that's how amazingly freaking great the intro of it is, and how they only use it for 6 seconds. It could have been used in a really cool whole song. Yeah, I know it keeps playing on some parts, and the song's pretty much based on its rhythm, but I'm talking about a heavier, darker song like that section, you know. Still, it's a nice song I do vibe to, and I really like the outro of it. Next one, As It Was, which is a song I was kinda bittersweet at the end and I've grown to love a lot, but still there's some things about it I don't really connect with. Cause yeah, while the song is incredibly catchy, definitely nice, I don't think it's that special, and considering it's the lead single of the album, I honestly think it was missing a lot. And it also presents one of the things I don't like about this album, which is the lack of personality on it. Still, I do like it a lot, and you'll find me singing it every single time I play it. Next we have Daylight. Daylight is okay. Well, listening to the album I can enjoy it quite a bit, but I don't think I'll keep listening to this song outside of it. I do like a lot the sections with the crash cymbals, the bass synths I think, and the guitars. Those are really cool. Next we have Little Freak. Really pretty song. One where the vocals and instruments are working really well together to make the song as beautiful as it is. Mitch does a great job in this one with the electric guitar. With his arrangements, even though they're subtle, they're adding a lot of richness to the whole ambient of the song. I like a lot the acoustic guitars and also the decision to record various tracks of Harry's lines, cause it gave an angelic, soothing vibe to his vocals that worked along really good with the song. This is probably the best constructed song in the record. It's an amazing display of beauty. And the next one we have is Matilda, and I don't really like the intro of it. The verses are great, the progression is really good, Harry singing with the backing vocals is excellent, but like the bridge is wonderful. I haven't heard one this delightfully beautiful in a while, maybe since Folklore dropped. Gave me chills, and the way it goes back to the chorus at the end, chef kiss. What a wonderful song. Next one, Cinema. I like the verse of this song. Instrumentally, it reminds me of a Daft Punk song, and I think it's quite enjoyable, but the chorus is not my favorite, and I'm starting to get a little tired of it. Plus, the song doesn't really do that much after a while, and it gets long. It's starting to turn into a skip for me. But the one I do consider a skip is Daydreaming, which is the song I like the least on the album by far. I think it's a very plain one. It sounds like an average John Mayer song, which makes total sense cause he's here, and he does such an uninspired guitar work for the song. Plus I don't like the chorus. It gets so repetitive that it even annoys me. I will never listen to it again if I had the chance to. Luckily the next one is Keep Driving, cause not only is it pretty, but it's also quite interesting. Cause I think the song is in 2/4 instead of 4/4, but the way it's executed is really cool. In the verse, Mitch is playing with the delay effect of his guitar to create an interesting feeling, cause the chords change every 2 beats. He's pretty much playing in 4/4 while the rest of the instruments are in 2/4. That makes it sound a little unusual, but in the chorus, he stops doing that, and it feels like taking a very relieving breath. It's a really cool song, one that I will absolutely drive to at night, and Harry singing on it is so good. Next one we have is Satellite, and I love how the drums sound in this one. And what an excellent sound they have. It made me feel like I was the one behind the drums. I liked it. Harry's vocals were great. It was pretty and catchy at the same time. But that final section, I loved it. What a cool ending for such a fun, enjoyable song. And the next one we have is my favorite one on the record, Boyfriends. This song almost made me cry in the first 3 times I listened to it. It finally made it on the 4th. And I can only say, what a beautiful song. Harry did one of his prettiest vocal performances ever. It's crazy how much emotion he's transmitting with his voice. It makes my ears feel blessed when it's passing through them. It gives me chills. Every single vocal line in this song is perfect. I also love the guitars, they are so on point. That chord progression feels so melancholic. The arpeggios, even though they're simple, are so effective and pretty. I'm in love with this song. I'm seriously loving it. And the last one is Love of My Life. I also like it, it's nice, though I think Boyfriends would have been a better way to end the album. It feels more conclusive, but I don't complain because this is also a great way to end it. Once again, Harry's voice is on point, and the outro is so pretty. Those little piano notes have such a powerful feeling, it's amazing. So, general thoughts about this album. I'm definitely liking it, yeah. I think it's very nice, enjoyable, and it has a good amount of really good songs. But there are some points about it I do consider a downgrade from his previous material. First one I want to address is the lack of identity in this album. Why? Well, since One Direction, his debut and Fine, I think he had always shown how much personality he has as a singer. There are songs like Sign of the Times, Kiwi, Treat People with Kindness that show how unique his way to sing and perform is. You cannot mistake him, and the music in those 2 albums, even though it has clear influences from certain eras and genres of music, I think he put his own style into them so that it sounds like him and no one else. For example, She or Kiwi Again, songs influenced by rock, alternative indie sounds, but with the Harry Styles trademark style. I consider that's something this record is missing a lot, that personality he had always displayed. Because most of this record falls in the cliches and basic aspects of the influences it has. Some songs make me think they search in Google how to make an 80s nostalgia song. I mean, As It Was, as much as I like it, is just a musical collage of 80s alternative trends. Pretty much like a Stranger Things episode, which I don't think is bad to wear your influences in your sleeve, especially in early releases, but this is his 3rd album, and he's been doing this for almost 12 years now. After developing such a characteristic musical style, I think it's definitely a downgrade. And not that I don't like change, I don't think I should even excuse this at this point. But for example, Taylor Swift. She has changed her style multiple times without losing her personality, which I think he did in a big portion of this record. But at the same time, I appreciate the change of sound. I do think it was needed, some refreshing feeling in his music. I don't think it would have been a good idea to do another debut, another Fine Line. And I'm glad he decided to open his music to a new sound. There are some really cool ideas here, like the time measure thing I mentioned from Keep Driving. Fun stuff like the intros from Grape Juice and Boyfriends. Incredibly beautiful moments through many songs of it. And overall definitely an interesting, very pretty album. I will also say it's his best constructed, more cohesive album to date. While as I said, I think the execution was not the best, this album is more connected, makes more sense than his previous ones. So that's a point for it. I like it, I've had great times listening to it, and I think that's all. So as always, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Leave your thoughts on this album in the comments below, I'd love to see them. Don't forget to check my first album, Dying Woods, if you haven't yet. It's available everywhere, but you'll have this part of a link in the description for you to go check it. I'd really appreciate it if you do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I've been waiting for years, hoping there's still a chance that you'll come visiting someday. Don't care if the cars are rusty, the wall is black, you can still pretend it's fun to live.